Hi, and welcome to my channel. This is KB Worth Saving 101, and I am the crazy KB, Kim Baker. If this is your first time visiting me, then welcome. I'm a lifetime thrifter turned reseller, and I currently sell on Poshmark, Mercari, Tradesy, Etsy, Shopthrilling, and eBay. So if you are interested in reseller tips and tricks and the things I learned along the way, do me a favor, hit that like and subscribe down below because, someday it may help me out. All right. So today happens to be Thrift Haul Thursday, my favorite day of the week. This is where I go into my local Goodwills and pick up what I can to flip for profit. I'm going to tell you, I really do feel my shopping game has been like on point. So I'm super stoked about everything that I got. I'm going to apologize up front. I am feeling way under the weather. So if I a little kind of blah, come back and see me when I'm my normal peppy self. Anyway, let's dive in and see what I got. All right, so I'm going to start off with my dollar items. My Goodwills do have dollar days, and then I only got a few, and then I went straight into full price purchases, and I picked me up a lot of my super duper, I'm not even gonna say bread and butter because they're my high sellers, so super stoked. All right, so this happens to be a White House Black Market. It is a size extra small. I just loved this like embroidered applique neckline, and it has this little like, I don't know if you called it a little drop pleated bottom. So yes, I used to pick up White House Black Market all the time when I was sending boxes into ThredUp, and it did become one of my like bread and butter sellers. So I still pick it up. I still have contemplated on whether or not I should send a few boxes in. So I'm not going to skip out on things that will get me high dollars. All right, next, this one happens to be an Ann Taylor Loft, size 4, and I love me my Ann Taylor. If this was a bigger size, I'd be keeping her. She's 100% cotton, and she's got this surplus pin tuck pleated waist, full A-line, just super summery and adorable. I absolutely love it. Green has been pretty popular color. Seems to have slowed down a little bit for me. And pink seems to be taking over, just my personal observing. So anyway, yes, I think this is adorable. And Ann Taylor Loft sells just as well for me as my Ann Taylor does. So I don't mind picking her up. This one might be listed for like, I don't know, it'll either be 29 or 39. And if I list her at 39, I'll offer 30. If I list her for 29, I only offer 25. So, but yeah, she is a core to my closets. All right. And this one happens to be another, but look at this, White House Black Market. It's like a 3/4 sleeve. It has this beautiful, like, oh, would you call that a garden seam? Yes, I would say garden seam. Couldn't pass her up for $1, especially since she's new with tags. It is a size small, and yes, when dress was, let's see, how much were you originally? Does it have it on here? 160. So I'm sorry, for $1, I better pick her up and try to flip her. Anyway, there you go. All right. I absolutely love this piece, and I think it's sold on QVC if I am correct. It's Lena by Louis Del Olio. I know you guys love it when I just fry the names, don't you? It's like, let's see what Kim does today as far as slaughtering those people. Anyway, yes, this one happens to be 100% linen, and it is beautiful. Look at that embroidered detail, and this is like a pleated ribbon for this edgy trim, nice wide sleeves, single button. I don't know if you put this under blazer or cardigan. Tell me what you think. What would you put on a blazer or cardigan? Anyway, it happens to be a 2X. Did I say that already? Probably. Great size, and yes, Linen, there we go. I am starting, I have been paying attention to the items as far as anything that has to do with material content, so that I have a little bit more keywords to be throwing in. So I no longer just pick something up because I just like it, or I try not to. How about that? I won't say I don't, because I do plenty of times. All right, next item that was $1 I'm super stoked about because it is vintage, and it is Alex Evenings. It is a size 10, and hopefully you can get this. I'm sorry, this is my third video. I am like wiped out and exhausted. I feel like crud. Yeah, unfortunately, you're not getting the best lighting. But this is gorgeous. It's like an iridescent purple blue, and it's a two-piece, so it is like a, not necessarily a spaghetti strap, but a little bit thicker than that, and this blazer. So mother of the bride, definitely a keyword, and it is to the floor. So yes, I have done well with these. So I've sold them separately. This particular one, I didn't check. Should I check? Should I check and see if the dress is the same size? I only assumed, so as long as it's the same size, yes, 10. This piece I'll probably put together. Sometimes I'll separate my pieces, so if they're too loud or they're too obnoxious, or yeah, so that piece I'll probably list as a set. All right, so my next $1 find was another vintage, and if you watched me, you're gonna go, she's gonna list that as a smoking blazer. Yep, a smoking jacket, and it is Lasute, size 12, vintage. It has that textured, almost like a little metallic sheen to it, single-breasted, buttoned down. Of course, I'm gonna use keywords like androgynous, and yeah. Make sure I list her on my Etsy and Shopthrilling. So there you go. All right. Okay, we'll get into some of my other ones. All the rest, everything else is 100% full price. So this one, I don't know. This one's hand knits by East Winds. Don't ask me. I couldn't look it up. I should have. If you haven't watched me before, a lot of my Goodwills do not have any kind of reception whatsoever. So I do go through and have utilized in the past ThreadUp's app, because it does go through and give me like usually their price. I've just noticed when I've taken a peek lately, they're not putting their numbers anymore really on all pieces. So it's been kind of disappointing, but this is just a really super cute like straw hat, and oh, that's the tag thing. So it has a little flower, and yeah, so love me my hats. That one's probably not going to reap me in a whole heck of a lot of money, but still, you know, it doesn't hurt to have all different price points. All right, should I keep going with my hats? I don't know, they're like my favorite finds, so maybe I'm gonna save, I think, the rest of them, because yeah, they're just that good. I don't know, I'm absolutely in love with everything. So I love selling vintage, and I want you to take a look at this piece. This thing weighs a ton. I should have weighed it so I could tell you exactly how much it weighs. It was $14.49, and so yeah, it is handmade. It is a maxi. I will put I don't normally go through and put tags of things that it isn't, but because it's handmade, I will probably go through and tag it as Gunny Sacks, because it is a Gunny Sacks style dress. And if you can see, it's got like this little kind of corset button back in this beautiful lace, high collar, illusion neckline, full maxi. It is gorgeous. I will also put wedding dress. So there you go. And this can be listed on all my different sites along with my vintage sites. And I gotta love me my vintage sites. Okay, next. This one is a K Unger, and I'm going to show you this tag. Can you see that? It's gray. Gray never goes on sale in my Goodwills. I don't know if you guys have a tag that never goes on sale, besides seasonal. Seasonal never goes on sale either. Oh, and there was something else that I did get in this haul, but I don't have it because I already gave it away. This one is vintage K Unger, New York, size 6, and it is a gorgeous, I don't know if that's going to show up really pretty, burnt velvet, gorgeous textured maxi dress in this beautiful green. And yeah, so I picked this one up and she was $13.99. So I thought, what the heck, I'm gonna give her a shot. I had been looking at some of the prices on my eBay resource little thing, and yeah, so if I'm gonna pay that and buy it off of eBay, why not go through and spend that kind of money in person and pick up items that I can see for myself. All right, this one, again, low price. And we are, let's see, Karen Lucas for Nikki. And we are a size, can I read what size you are? Probably not yet. And sorry guys, I do leave all the tags on because with these, I actually do go through and put the actual price that I paid for each item. I don't like to, I don't add them up and do the average price point. So I do go through and do that. And I I can see my union tag. I can't see my, oh, 8. It says size 8. Anyway, this is an 80s off the shoulder. So go off the shoulder. Sure, Kim. And it has this really pretty little rosette, and it is just gorgeous. Can you see that detailing, like that embossed detailing? Where's it? No, it's kind of like an embossed. But yes, totally 80s style, and it is a midi, a true midi. So yes, I'm super stoked about this one. Okay. All right, I'll just go into my next ones that aren't, I mean, they're okay. Anyway, oh, this one's $1. Sorry, I have another dollar item. This one is Pacific Legend apparel made in Hawaii. I am like on a Hawaii kick, guys. I'm telling you, I am just finding lots of Hawaii. I don't know, are they moving to Arizona too? Because yeah, I cannot read the tag whatsoever, especially in this lighting. Oh, never mind. It says 2XL. So I don't really think it is a true 2X, so I will have to do some measurements on it and see, but it is this really pretty Hawaiian shift dress, and it goes down to the floor. So yeah, in a maxi, but there you go. Okay. All right. Now, I don't ever pick up PJs really, but I found these interesting. They weren't marked high, so I did pick them up. I don't know, this is Nick and Nora, and I've heard that some of their things can do very well. I'm not saying that this one is one of those prints, but I haven't looked it up yet. But it is, you can see, these are snow globe. I just thought that was kind of cute. Of all the different cities, so it's like a travel snow globe PJ top. I didn't even look for the bottoms. I probably should have looked for the bottoms. But anyway, what size are you? A size medium. I don't know. We'll see. I paid, what, $3.49 minus my 20% discount. Okay. Now, I have done well with some of the vintage BB dresses, so I decided to pick this one up. I picked it up for $6.49. It is a size 8, and again, it is just gorgeous. It has kind of like a halter neckline. It is a tiered, layered, rainbow shift dress. And I had one that had like a really special, it was metallic gold and it had a bow, and that one did super, super well. So I decided I was going to spend the $6 and get this, especially with, can use the words pride, all that good stuff. Rainbow, what is it? Dopamine fashion. Okay. Now, I was thinking this one might have been a mistake, but in all honesty, I know I can still sell it. I did get a little loopy. Again, like I said, I couldn't get the reception. This one is like new without tags. It is an Alex Marie. It is a size 14. It is a linen pinafore. Sorry, got the belt. Maxi, or is it midi? On me, almost a maxi. So it's gonna be a midi. It's in this really pretty color. It's called Papaya. And yeah, there were stock photos. So being that I'm trying to do that step up, I did go through and buy this one. It was $14.99 and I got 20% off. Now if I was gonna pick her up, like I did pick her up, Alex and Marie, I just sold a dress that I had picked up from the Posh Kings. So like my average cost of goods for there was like 11, and it did sell. It to me it was a little out of season because it was long sleeve, but it was a shorter dress. But it just sold on eBay and I made plenty of profit. So I'm like, okay, I have it listed high. Of course, when you're doing retail arbitrage, that's what I'm going to consider this piece as. You know, everybody says you want to try to double your money. Well, I'd like to do more than double, but yeah, we'll see how that works. This one could be a big mistake, but it already has lots of likes, so I'm okay with it. I'm not going to lose money. I'm not going to lose money. Let's just put it that way. All right. Now I have my favorite pieces are all after this. So we'll go ahead and finish up, and I'll do my two purses first. And, oh, well, that's all right because my hair is going to be a flippin' mess with all the hats I got. And those things, I just love them, guys. All right. Now, this one was $7.49. And who are you? I know it's in here somewhere. It's Naturalizer. I didn't even know they made purses. I loved this like tooled embossed print. Thought that was very cute. It does have a little bit of some scuffs on the back, but I haven't tried to clean her up. And I will use my Doc Martin Wonder Balm, see if I can make her look a little pretty. But yeah, I got it for that. So I think she'll do well. Okay. Now this one I haven't looked up and I've only heard. So I am kind of really stoked. This is like a loose site. And it's like an accordion pleated. So it's a snap open. It did have, so it could be used as a clutch, or it has the little things for a crossbody. It doesn't have a crossbody strap, but yes, you can see that it is definitely a vintage piece. But if I remember correctly, these go for some pretty good money, and this is a really cool blue color. Look at that. So I spent $3.49, which I thought was a steal. So yeah, vintage purses. There we go, guys. All right, now on to my hats. Somebody got rid of, I hate to say this, somebody probably died and had all their 80s hats. So this one happens just to be a Liz Claiborne. Does it say what it's made out of? It's like a felt purple. Look at that color, you can tell. And the velvet detailing. So super cute. What did I pay for this one? $6.49. Okay. But you guys, I've had, now it was the most adorable hat, I do have to say. And I sold it for $160. So, and I sold that one on Poshmark. I'm going to show you this one. I sold one exactly like it in a lighter color. So this one happens to be a vintage leather one. And yeah, Indiana Jones, all that good stuff. Now, you guys, when I do my listings on Poshmark, I do videos, and especially when it comes to like my hats. So yes, and this one sold for like 120, no, 99. I think I had it listed for like 125, and I ended up selling it for 99. So I've already sold one exactly like this. So for me to pick this up for $4.49, not a problem. I'm super stoked about it. There we go with that bus. All right, super cool. All right, now these last two are just like super amazing. I just love them. Look at, excuse me, this one. I have to kind of tilt it so you can see how funky of a trim that is all the way around. I paid $6.49 for this one, and it's Sunny, San Francisco, made in the USA, 100% wool. There we go. And so I think it goes backwards like this. So yes, love it. Super stoked about this one. This is going to be a high-priced one also. Okay, are you ready for my best piece? I am so in love with this. This is, I don't know, space age, futuristic, 80s. And do I have any info? I have no info. But it is a gold lame. Can you see? Wait, let me take it off and show it to you. Look at that pleating detail. Look at the mirrored rhinestones. Okay, this is so freaking funky. I'm really sorry, but yeah, I'll have this one listed really high. You know, it's definitely not as wearable as my super cute one that I sold, but yeah, this one's gonna take a very unique person to buy it, and it's pretty unique. Don't think you can find any of these. So I will have it listed pretty high. All right, there you go. Those are my hats. All right, now, one of my other really super big dollar bringers happens to be 80s leather coats. And like I just sold one, and it wasn't anything major. It was just like a little kind of cropped, belted, batwing sleeve, 80s style, and it sold on Etsy for $85. And that was like a really simple, tiny one. My bigger ones, I have sold the big bombers for $250 and $350. One on Depop, and one on Etsy. So when I came across some 80s leather, please, yes please. The only pain in the butt is that coats are a pain to store, and my closets are full. But I currently have another bedroom closet I can take over. Don't tell anybody I told you that. All right, so anyway, this one, and they were great prices. I would have bought more, but some of them were really super expensive, so I skipped on them. All right, this one is a Mario Zarelli, size small, and it's made in Korea, so it's definitely an 80s. It is a button-down, full leather, like isn't it like a tire print? Tire print. What did you call that? A tire print textured leather trench. It is super cool, and I do believe this is a lady small. So yes, it does have a nice big long slit in the back. Is that a kick slit? So yeah, I can't wait to list this one. It's not as heavy as what I would have thought, but it is absolutely 100% fantastic. So, and that one I'll probably list maybe $250. Okay, here we go. This one happens to be a men's. Oh, and you are like on the hanger, all groovy. Hold on. Messed up. There we go. Okay. Yeah, this is a vintage Wilson's Leather Adventure Bound. It says size medium, and this one is heavy. Okay, and it does have a zipper lining, it looks like. Maybe it had a hood. Oh, it might have had a hood. that was taken out. I don't know. All right, let me unzip her. How's that? Ow! You guys, this finger's killing me. I actually put on that long trench coat as my thumbnail, and I almost couldn't get out of it because I couldn't undo the button because my finger, you guys, I'm gonna have to show it to you. I should really show it to you. It's really, really bad. It's so bad. Ugh, okay, I can't really get this button. All right, here we go. Huh. Wow, it could have been heavier. It looks like it had a full, probably like a fur interior lining. So it does not have that, but God, it's heavy. And it's men's. It's a little bit longer than a bomber jacket, but it is really super cool. It does have buttons, but it is a zip closure. So it's just like a faux button zip closure. It is a gorgeous brown. It is quite long. So like it goes down to like my thighs. So yeah, really super cool, adventure bound. I'll have to do some Googling. What I have started doing, guys, is I've like, okay, you know, I hate to say this, but when you're 50 years old, guy, I don't know crap about all these cores, and it's not like I'm like all over TikTok watching this stuff, and you know, so I'm starting to do some investigating on all those cores because there are so many of them. Like there's acid core. I think it's one acid core. There's acid pixie. There's like a whole bunch of names, and Depop really, if you fill up your bottom half with lots of keys, that's what's going to help with your listings. So it is a learning curve for me. So if you haven't and you don't know, look up cores, because holy crud, you guys, there's one page, and each letter has its own box, and it is filled with hundreds of them. So I'm going to learn a lot. I'm going to break them down, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to like break them down into like simple. So like I will use that acid pixie with psychedelic and 70s and that kind of stuff. And I'm going to have a cut and paste for each of my little categories I'm going to do. And I'm going to copy and paste them into my listing. And I'm only going to do that on Depop. I don't think I'm going to do that on Etsy. I don't think that's the same type of shopper. But definitely, I don't know if you know, but Etsy bought Depop. So that's kind of interesting, don't you think? Anyway, let's just keep going. I'm on my last piece. I think I do have to check and make sure there's a blue bag over there. Maybe I forgot to pull something out, so I'll have to look. All right, so this one I did pay $14.99 for. It is a JIP, genuine leather, and it is a size small, and it is a men's. And look at this. I will definitely be putting like flight jacket, bomber, biker. It is super cool. Look at the coloring to it. It is, yeah. And it has that elastic, you know, sleeves and waist. So I am super stoked about that. I don't know. I still am going to put some things on Grailed, I guess. I don't know. I just don't usually pick up a lot of men's, but I have at least two. And then I have my Nikes that I picked up in my last haul. So, in my Western blazer. So, I will be going through and do that. Okay, give me one sec. All right, it's empty. Too bad. I was really having fun. I found a lot of good crap. All right. So do me a favor. I don't know. Tell me what your favorite was. I really feel like my shopping game is on target for what I am turning my closet into. I don't know. Maybe you guys are starting to think I'm a little nuts for spending all the money that I'm spending, but yeah, let me know. Until next time, guys, leave me some love.